the chief federal law enforcement official in the state of New Jersey. It's my constitutional obligation to ensure that federal law enforcement is protected when executing their duties.
No.
I've recently made efforts to address these issues without bringing charges, and have given President the
I don't know why she's like that. She's all like upset that we got kittens.
Politicians or otherwise. It's the job of this office to uphold justice impartially, regardless of who you are.
Yay, the kitty's using the litter box.
I say, lock her up.
Yep, lock her up. Absolutely. Straight to jail.
Believe it or not.
Yay, the kitty's using the litter box. Yay.
There shouldn't be a whole lot of question about whether or not, she should go to jail. No. Yeah, go to jail.
Something
Did I tell you about that car I saw?
It's going to be for
No.
something else.
Moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long.
I woke up at 5 in the morning, lights were on and stuff, and I came downstairs, and I go to lock the door, but first I opened it to see if the cat was out there.
They're led out by an incredible
5 in the morning, so I was getting light, and there was this woman
It's Jalen Hurts.
sitting out there, nothing else.
A what? A what?
It was like a diamond, like, what is that?
A diamond? SpaceX? A satellite?
They're following it back.
Come inside and bury that runner before he gets started.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and takes it up.
The issue with IBM is that it creates embryo.
He's got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Now Hurts on third and long. It's tipped away. It's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down. The Eagles are in punt formation.
We have this member of Congress, and that's big news, but then we have this guy, he's an anti-natalist, and he took a terrific action.
Nothing on that return before he stopped.
It was also telling people that their
Here
babies
come
in
the
pocket.
Cowboys for their
And
opening
was the
drive.
gentleman saying, bring it in for
Brought
some
out by
place
one of the
people have,
strongest throwers in the
saying
game
women
and a
should
great
not
athlete
be
as well.
mother,
From
like,
Tennessee, Joe Milton.
she's insane.
And even if he's still pretty early in his
The
career,
question
we
is,
know
are
he
we
is
dealing with
perfectly
something
comfortable and
unprecedented?
settled into
It's
this
just the
spot.
state of the United
Be all
States.
and all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know
Get
you're
arrested.
gaining experience. You get more comfortable in the role.
Late
As
60s and
he
early
goes
70s.
forward, he tries to learn and take something away from each and every one of these moments.
And I don't know
Now
how
for
many
the first
people
time, they turn to the
but it
rookie
was
from Texas.
that it
He's
is
got to gain a
nowadays.
six there.
I think
Zach
that
Vaughn with the
the
tackle.
ability to transmit
After a
information
good
makes
pickup,
people
they've got
more
second and
aware.
4.
The things that are done. So there were 2,500 openings in a year. Nowadays, it would be, up directly into your
Back-to-back carries here.
and they would be,
He's descended the punt quickly and dropped after a
years that people
7-yard
could make
gain.
of them.
Cooper to Gene with the stop.
Particularly nowadays, if it was left this way,
Only a yard on the
I think
pickup,
that
so
we
that's
could
going
end
to
up
bring them to
with,
third down and
I don't
3.
care what happened. I don't care what the consequences. Bring out the thugs and stop this.
Now Milton to throw. That one is incomplete.
And you
Laying
got
out through the contact.
most Americans saying,
Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, keep them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they can't see the chains moving to get it going. That force will hit.
And he was great. I don't know if
It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side for being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. They'll head up first and 10 for the 42.
that kind of guy, that means it was funny. But he was saying, look, this is what was kind of fun. We had Tom Hanks, this is 17 watching. Why would anyone assume that this is anything different or anything crazy? Famous actors.
Hey, this is why coaches across all levels of football talk about the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
He runs this one down to the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2
So
next.
who right now is like the most
You know, that's
TS
a good run right
prominent
there. Keep
A-lister?
the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of...
Oh, poor baby. Okay, fine, little baby.
Pedro, Pascal's that?
That, yes, actually,
There you go.
it would be like that.
Yeah.
And it's nuts. And you know what? I gotta say this. He's a great actor, but please stop casting him and everything.
Right.
I'm not kidding. Like, he does a great job. Mandalorian's great. I think he does well, but not when he's literally in every single movie.
Yeah.
Be like a podcast for these days, like a Sam Harris.
The guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
You like that? You know, Hollywood is
Back to the
changing.
well again.
It's
Space to the left.
because they not
And he is into the end zone. Martellus touchdown.
yeah, and how strict
The
that they
Cowboys have
this
a great
period
first
and the
drive
fact
and
that
get
they're
the
really
game's
helping to
first
get us
goal.
to raise California. I love California.
Well, Brock, we normally talk
That's
about
right.
complimentary
But
football
that's
at
actually-
some points every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash in for 6 on their opening drive.
Can we do it every game?
It feels like it.
I'm
Almost
not
every
a
week,
believer.
yeah.
And the Super Bowl.
Because that's what the
Like,
NFL
Good job, kitty.
They're so small in this league, and the
In the
team
Bay Area,
that typically
you
plays
get
the
a fine
complimentary
reason
ball
plastic straw.
is typically the team that wins.
Like they created an entire
One right
department
down the middle.
and gave people
And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0
with
lead.
benefits. You go clean up BC off the street,
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
but then national power plant or whatever it is, give you plastic straw. Like they banned plastic
So
straw.
new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25.
So a lot of the and now mix that to the wokeism in the studios, and I've had a few Hollywood individuals on the show, and they just sit there, excuse me, and the individuals that are not woke are going to the
Offense
states
ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
And late last year, got like the Hollywood Dogs.
From the pistol, Hurts.
Make sure it's like the largest.
The Cowboys scoop it up.
Yeah? Who called it? I said that again.
He's got it. Exactly.
Where are you going?
Great.
Yeah.
Extra pressure off that.
Shut that gate all the way.
Difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I can hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think the crowd saw it coming. That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
That one splits the uprights.
Expecting them
And
to
the
stay
Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Spend my time up there. I'll say expired. Don't get me started. People can only take so much. You've heard how many athletes that they
Nice
actually
little energy on their
started to
sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchdown.
Come on, please.
And the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Ron, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song
They
yet.
filmed it there. And I started thinking about it, and I'm like, you know,
Starting on the ground here with Barkley.
saying that.
Yeah,
Running for a nice game. It's a solid 7-yard pickup.
You know any
First
football?
down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
No.
This is an offense that emphasizes the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From the 37. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on, and it's incomplete.
That drop proves the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Escapes out to the left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
Opening frame of the game and 2 times already. These defenders have got home.
Yeah, those things aren't
A
anything.
lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And this game is comfortably in hand early. They take possession with a 14-0 lead.
But you know, are now officially part of the deep state. Yes. Boys,
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
Like, what did
Still
they
on the move,
look
come
at
to the line for 1st and 10.
They literally think absolutely.
Now he'll throw off the play fake.
That's
He'll dump this one off to his running back complete. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A right to their opinion, but as someone who has they're a prosecutor with detention center.
Going back to the backfield, and they give it to
No?
him. And he drives into a pile of defenders, and is stopped right at the line.
Alright. Someone picking you up? Someone picking you up? Huh.
So,
Hey, baby meow. It's talking to the cat.
Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down.
I still find it hard to believe. Catch Dan, where there are people like people begging.
Hand off to the back. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming.
Let's say you do, but there's a lot of people who are like, nope, they're liars, they're corrupted, they're compromised, and I'm like,
go that far.
or, that's let me share this. I do not believe
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He finds Johnson. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Those kinds of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit. A high percentage make.
It's like he's saying that's what he believes. So again, let's get the file.
And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's incomplete left side.
And it's hypothetical.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
I'm sure they did all that kind of stuff all the time, but it's still medical, and it's
on 3rd down, it's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this out to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop his hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The stocks of those companies will crumble.
Option play, they give it to Barkley. Takes out one stop. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks. And he's slated down to approach here from the 40.
With the heat line.
I don't think I can swing safety.
His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And now it's
They're
second
making a
down.
statement, though. They're saying, we've seen the evidence, we've seen the file, he killed himself. They're making a statement, so they chose to make a statement.
Hurts now from the gun.
And they launched an investigation of the FC South by the Persuader, or they launched it on
Oh, he was on the move.
Yeah,
He's
you
deep
went
into
to
the
the
take him down.
crazy.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, it's a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
He's
He's got Brown on slant.
And
they bring him down around the 34.
It's catastrophic
So on
economy.
fourth down,
China
out
will
comes
take
the
advantage.
Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try.
Let's go like
Leads a
let's
run
not go
here to
anywhere.
51 yards away.
I'm not saying
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the gap closes to 14 points.
I think they would. I think they would.
Oh, boy, that's cutting things just a little bit too close for comfort. All depends on the rotation of the ball at that point. Whether it's going to bank in, come right back at you. That time, it works out.
Johnson with a return here.
Like he just said, Epstein was found dead. He killed himself.
Okay, I always thought it was a body double. I think he's still alive.
Right? The
I don't
nose,
think
the
any
ears, everything.
took him, and they took him laughing.
Where's the tinfoil?
But Epstein's coming back, and McAfee.
Have y'all seen? You've all seen or read Watchmen?
Yeah, of course.
Are you familiar?
Mm-hmm.
Graphic novel, you are? Okay. So at the end of the gist of the story.
Return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. They're out and set, first and 10. Running this one left. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kid, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Now slated downs to approach here from the 40. They go play action on first. Connects with Johnson. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Johnson gets it on first and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Offense set for a first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw.
What? What? I always do.
And it continues firing. As that lead grows yet
What?
again.
That machine you're talking about, namely the defense,
Yes.
well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
I want to see what they saw. That's all I'm saying.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
before COVID, but you can't. You don't have
Well, turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's brought down for a loss. So 1.5 in this NFC
Don't step on a kitten.
Here, now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half.
I'm going to tell you, the most damning evidence. Cash and Dan went on Maria Bartiromo's show on Fox News and not any of the bigger podcasts where they had to sit down for several hours.
Yeah.
And the back and forth would be a
All
bit
right,
more
Brock, that
intense.
was enough of a break. Back to
I'm
playoff
jokingly,
football as the
I'm
second
like-
half of our wild
And
card
the guy
game gets underway.
said they've been on something
Johnson
like,
now
like
on the
this, like a
return.
vacation back and
Coverage
front
team gets him
message
down to the
that
26-yard line.
They could go on Joe. I guarantee you, Dan and Cash could knock on Joe Rogan's door and say, as the heads of the FBI went up conversation, I guess we should make Lionel.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
But there's so many
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Cut by the open man. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one hits for 30. That's good for the Cowboys, 1st down.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Throwing from the gun here. Complete out to the right. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Can't that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just right there big. They can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Cut near the goal line. And in for the Dallas touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Idealistic, you think you're going to go in and change everything, and then you're like, okay, I'm sick of this war.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in the second half. Running back sent in motion. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
No.
Themselves another 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff.
You're good. You're good, Lou, but you gotta go lay down.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Takes your hand, just wanted to smile, and they open up and see what photographs of off the desk, and I say, how did that just
They go to Barkley again. He's been much beyond the line, a yard at most. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyer Elam makes the play. And the Cowboys are finally stopped on the return. But they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down. Nick Sirianni going to have the officials look.
One of the biggest things, here's what I'd say. Thinking about me, I'm not Democrat.
After review of the play, the ruling on the
Well, that
field
didn't break out
continues.
how they thought it would. And they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble.
Everybody will come out and say,
Johnson up the middle.
the captain.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That was it.
First down play, that's at 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
And people want to have their opinion. It's going to be minutes. So we got that. That's the way I expect someone to address it. People expect new information.
On the ground again with Johnson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
From the gun on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Gay's kick is good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
That they are keeping under wraps the American people.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles are ready to set up shop on offense. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight.
And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll make a big for it on the ground. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 and the 31. Punting unit out now. Braden Mann will kick it away.
I got to get something Barry and team nothing ever happens. Because this is why people are on team nothing ever happens.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
It's deputy director of the FBI.
Offense.
And the first time he says, he goes, that's he goes. And I was really? Nothing ever happened. It's all just confirmation by it's all.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
It's tracking backwards.
Again, left side to Johnson. He's out in the clear. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card win.
The Down Act makes publishing such content illegal. Subjecting violators to mandatory restitution and criminal penalties, such as prison fines or both. The bill also establishes criminal penalties for people who make threats to publish.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Some of which are creating use articles called games. Question.
Play action on 1st down. He rolls to his right. He's got it near the 8. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys continue adding to an insurmountable lead.
Saying something like it's a video.
Extra point for Aubrey is up and good.
Democrat
and the Cowboys grow their lead yet again.
Democrat next time. I should be so bad.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
That's not right.
And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Activities. There's criminal offense, but not also destroys something. But for what reason? The reason why the SecDef makes it, it's a moral question. I'm not saying it should be, but I think it should be illegal.
Throwing now from the gun. Goddard brings it in on the slant. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's illegal. Want anything else?
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
What that? I think the porn. That's also an issue. That's
the throw. Hurts.
Discussion is making it
Lead into enemy territory. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That's why I like the first stop. Right? Well, that's really a deep fake of you, boom, killing somebody. Point ahead. We're doing something.
They send a man in motion. On 1st down, Hurts. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I think
now we're paused for a bit. There's a player who needed some help out there, and that looks like it is Devontae Smith. 1st down, around with Barkley. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
It has to be some kind of sexual issue. I think that they're going to lose in a Supreme Court. Like, I think this is going to get sued in the Supreme Court.
Let's see how they approach
because
this
a
2nd
bunch
down.
of big companies that make billions of dollars off of AI every
17.
It's
That's him on a quick hitter.
and they're going to sue. They're going
And
to
this
say,
one does
why
not go
why
far.
is this bill banning a
After
particular
making
kind
that
of
catch,
artistic
we see he's
depiction?
shaken up. The
If
trainer's
it's
heading
that
out to take a
simple,
look.
if you use someone's likeness on their permission, we can sue you for
Barkley gets it on
why
3rd
make it
down.
criminal?
And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the
Mandatory
try.
prosecution of criminal
This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash.
such as
The kick
prison
by
fines
Hopkins
for
is good.
established
And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away.
Recreate your show with you and other
Turpin with a return.
and you're not getting a piece of any of it.
He's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
It's like it's going to get so crazy. So with that section of it, and they're like, okay, it's sexual, period, no.
The drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
When AI makes something, it's aggregating signals. I need these things. If you go
Makes the handoff, now
I would
throw.
check with you right now, and I said, make me an
Short pass
image
caught by his tight end.
of
So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to give him some help.
Generates, I can post online and say, hey guys, do your thing, find this guy. And they will find you 50 people just like so
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Video generator, I'd say. And it makes a video simple. And you're like, this is great.
Find the left side with Johnson.
And then random woman, it's like her. And then she
And they bring him down around the 34. The result there, 15 yards
This
and a
actually
first.
generally ban
Offensive
AI
coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
like this reform, they ban AI for general.
Absolutely.
Going to the ground again on first. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Kind of,
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it's just too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
even with regulations. Well, I agree.
It's Johnson on second down.
Powered AI.
Anything like
This is down to 20 yards before the defense halts it.
anything that
Give him
can
4
be
on
done.
that run. That's going to bring up third and 5.
It's like that meme of Sarah Carter, like sweating, smoking. Yeah, it's like Sarah Carter.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys put this one away a long time ago.
Yeah. All the bad guys go free.
Guys. You know, I've been talking about how you're opening up his names. They call it like his AI.
Here they come. This is third and 5. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know how to execute and convert on these third downs.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
So close to get off the field. The first down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Manages just a yard on the first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Instagram videos are popping up like and it's telling you why. And you're watching Spider-Man, you can see Uncle Ben, it's like...
Here's Johnson again.
It's your responsibility.
It's not easy for this before, Brock. They score again, and they grow that lead further. The Cowboys are running them out of the building.
It's just hunting with guns. And he was playing the music, and he's smiling, and he pulls out a gun, and he just shoots the guys.
Cowboys tack on 7 more in their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And it's hiding its conscious now. And that's the point.
And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone block. With our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line.
I'd be willing to bet. Well, it's playing Magic the Gathering, so good you go your way.
First down throwing for Hurts.
No, he might actually be on the other side of it.
Has a man, it's Brown. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Hurts now from the gun. As his target, it's Johnny Wilson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain in a first down.
I'm sure Coach Clinton doesn't mind making the